Hey everyone! Today in my video I'm going to speak about the importance of tips when you go out to restaurants, because as a waiter I've noticed that a lot of people don't know how it works. I've asked recently my Facebook friends to tell me how they tip, why they tip, and what they consider bad service or good service. So one of them actually answered something that made me want to make this video. Quote unquote says, tips are a gesture of appreciation for the quality of the service. If there's no service or it's shitty, I can tell you that the tip is going to be proportionately inexistent or shitty. These kind of people actually don't know how we're imposed by the government, or we have to give away money to everybody that works there, like the busboy, the barman, the doorman also, which makes it really hard for us to actually make a lot of money. And if he doesn't give my tip or whatever, or to another waitress, we lose that money because we have 5% to give, or we're imposed on 8%, so we're actually paying to give that person a service. There's a lot of people who do not tip and actually receive good service and even tell you, wow, that was really nice, you were a really sweet person and everything, but they just don't know how it works. We actually give away money, like I'm talking about, and if you do not give it to us, it's too bad, but I'm probably going to tell you that you have to tip me or something, because I'm not paying to serve you. Also, there's a lot of people who told me how much percentage they give, and if it's a bad, or what qualifies it as a good service also. One of my friends was actually funny about it. He said he was giving 20% for a good service and 15% for a bad. And then I asked him, what do you consider a bad service if you give 15% for a bad service? He's like, well, if I don't have enough ketchup and mayo on my table. So that was pretty funny. There's other people that actually brought a valid point to, even if the person gives you a good service and the bill is really small, like $5 bill, like some breakfasts or some places, don't give 15% or don't give 20%. That person will have brought you coffee, will have brought you toast, will have brought you a smile if it's in the morning, which is very important, by the way. Will have brought you so much stuff for finally getting $1. That kind of sucks. And I bring you a beer, and because it costs $20, you give me $3. That's kind of not fair. So think about it. If it's a little bill, give at least $2 to $3, less than $10, and you got a good service and multiple things. If it's a big bill, like $50, if you don't have a lot of money and it's already costing you a lot, the normal tip is 15% before taxes, which is, it's kind of insulting, but we can't complain because that's the normality here. Some guy, he gave me $6 on a $50 bill, and he was like, oh, thank you so much, here's the $6, and I was like, thanks. You say I've just given you a good service, but you can't even give me my 15%. So that's kind of insulting. So guys, my opinion is give at least 15% after taxes if you're satisfied with the service, but you don't have a lot of cash. Try to give more than 20%. That's always satisfying. I mean, when somebody gives me 20%, I'm super happy, and most of the time they're like, oh, is this okay? I'm like, well, of course it is. That's pretty much it. I mean, 15% before taxes, not very good. But, I mean, if it's a shitty service, we can give that. Giving 10% is the worst thing ever. I feel like slapping people all the time. 10% barely covers what I'm giving people, so please think about it, and that's a good way to tip in Quebec. And yeah, thank you so much. Have a good day.